Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Joe, and I'm going to show you how to make a couple of noisemakers today. The first one we're going to make is a maraca. So to make our maraca, we're going to need a plastic egg, just like one of these. We're going to need a couple of plastic spoons, like these. Some kind of filling. I've got dry beans, but you could also use dry rice or even like small dry pasta like macaroni or anything else that's kind of small and makes a cool sound when you shake it. Lastly, you want some tape. Okay, so to make our maraca, you're going to take your plastic egg and open it up like this and pour in your filling. You can see I don't have a ton of filling, I just have a handful of beans. You don't really need a lot to make a maraca, but you can play around. You could try using just a little bit or using a lot more. So once you've got it filled up, you're gonna snap it closed, and then we just wanna wrap some tape around it so that it's sealed shut and none of the beans will fall out when we start shaking. So I'm gonna take some tape and just wrap it around. Oh, I'm gonna use one more piece. Okay, so I got tape wrapped all around here. So now when I shake it, none of the beans are falling out, and it already sounds pretty cool. Right now, this would just be called like an egg shaker, but when we add a handle onto it that we can hold onto and shake, then we'll have our maraca. So let's make our handle. We're gonna use our plastic spoons, and you just wanna kind of sandwich the egg between the plastic spoons, just like that. And then we'll secure it all in place with some tape. So I'm gonna set this down and peel off a piece of tape to use. Make sure it's lined up right, and then I'm gonna tape it in place. Okay, and then I'm gonna add another piece of tape down at the bottom of the handle so that it's held in place. I'm gonna rip off another piece of tape. Okay, so there you go. You see I've got it taped at the bottom and at the top, and the eggshell is just in between the spoons. Let's try it out. Pretty cool, that's our maraca. So now you can listen to your favorite songs and play along to the beat, or make up your own songs, or just make some noise. Pretty cool. Okay, let's move on to our second noisemaker. This next one is a cardboard tube kazoo. So what you're gonna need a cardboard tube. This is a smaller one that's made just for crafts, but you could find a cardboard tube, you know, like a recycled one at home, and you could use the smaller size or the larger ones, either way. Then you'll want some wax paper or parchment paper. In this case, I've got wax paper. And you just want a square, you know, that's big enough to cover the whole opening. And you want some overhang, so that it'll cover the entire opening of the cardboard tube. And then to secure it in place, you're gonna need a rubber band. And you also just wanna make sure the rubber band will be the right size for your cardboard tube, or of course you can, you know, twist it around twice so that it'll fit snugly. So what you'll do, take your cardboard tube and your wax paper and place the wax paper on top, and then we're gonna secure it in place with our rubber band. And so I'm just gonna wrap the rubber band over the top here, and you can see how the rubber band is holding it in place. You want to make sure that there's no like places where the wax paper is like open and there's like an air gap into the cardboard tube. So you want to make sure it's sealed nice and tight, and you can kind of adjust the rubber band and the paper until it looks like it has a good seal. So I think that'll be pretty good to start with. We can always adjust it if it doesn't sound right. Okay, so the cardboard kazoo is a little trickier to play than the maraca. What you're gonna wanna do is hold it up to your mouth and press it against your face and angle it so there's just a little air gap on one side, so that when you press it up against your face, you know, you've got it kind of sealed, but there's like a little gap on the side. And then you just kind of want to sing into it. So like, here, I'll show you. So if I go do, 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 and then I press it against my face with a little opening. Do, 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 do. So you can hear that kazoo sound. If you don't get the right sound, you know, maybe try adjusting it on your face until it sounds right. And then also try adjusting the wax paper. Make sure you have that nice seal, because what's gonna happen is when you sing into it, like do, 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 do. When you sing into it, the sound travels down the tube, hits the wax paper and vibrates against it, and then shoots back out. And that opening on the side where it's not pressed against your face, that's where the sound is coming out. Now, if you have like an air gap with your paper on this end, the sound is just gonna shoot out that gap and you're not gonna get that buzzy sound. Do, 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 do. Well, I hope you had fun with your noisemakers, your kazoo and your maraca. Have fun making noise, making songs. You're on your way to being a famous musician with these noisemakers. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. See you next time.